really keen to bring much of the external ecosystem into our thinking. Obviously we have many telco members, and to hear from startups, investors and technologists across the blockchain ecosystem has been really useful for us, is useful for us. That's why we're supporting this event today.
What we really want to see is more collaboration between UK and China, especially in the tech and investment sector, and companies working together in a kind of synergistic way, whereby, for example, if a UK company provides an interesting technology and then China offers the scale, and for them to kind of work together on that, we would very much love to see.
Mainly because blockchain offers an opportunity for higher security, higher transparency, and less inefficiency. There's a lot of inefficiency in a lot of those industries. In terms of the UK versus China, I think that that's the same. I've spoken to a couple of China companies in terms of what they're innovating, and it does seem to be very similar to the types of innovations that we're seeing in the UK as well as the US.
I think in China, the Chinese digital blockchain system is getting development very fast. So just like last 2 years, the Bitcoin, Ethereum, and also the other cryptocurrencies company growing really fast in China. So I think they are getting very strong right now, and then they would like to roll out to region right now.
The first thing that the UK can definitely learn from China is first to look at what they're doing in the industry. I think there's a lot of goodness in terms of how Tencent, WeChat, Alibaba, how they've actually really led the industry in many different ways. I know that Tencent has invested a lot of money in blockchain specifically. So I think the first step is really looking at what they're doing in order to inspire greater innovation within the UK.
I think it's a focus on route to markets, but also we like to focus on token economies. So the idea that less about Bitcoin, it's less about cryptocurrency, but the focus is on, is there a demand? How can we change this industry, make it more efficient? How can we use blockchain in that industry? So for example, at the moment we're working with one particular client in the real estate, which is changing their whole industry. The fundamentals stay the same, as in, is there a good business? But blockchain will make it more efficient, increase their ability to attract more people into it, but also make it much more efficient.
我们现在主要定位在中国国家，主要跟中国政府合作然后下一步的话应该是跟香港、东南亚这主要是亚洲国家。然后后面的话，因为我们今天来到了伦敦嘛，然后后面会在伦敦这边展开跟学术界和以及政府的一些合作在接下来的话，在后面的话可能是会跟美国一些学术界和政府的一些合作大概就是这些。
The Chinese market is huge and it's booming, and there's a lot of technology coming from that end of the world. And because of that, a lot of the large companies are looking to invest in how to make their processes more efficient, how to really launch into new markets around the world. At BTL, we provide a technology backbone that enables companies to do that. So far, we've been focused mostly on Europe, on North America. But we have interest coming through from all over the world, including China, and I see that as one of the huge growth areas for us, most likely going into sort of next year.
Okay, the reason why we focus on China is for now, look at the statistics. For 1 year, there are over 400 million people actually spending money on gaming, and 30% of them are from China. So that's why.
So one of the main blockers for UK companies to succeed in China is lack of information. Everyone knows that the China opportunity is huge, but a lot of companies are unsure how to go about accessing that opportunity. So what we've been doing is doing a huge amount of work with key stakeholders to help companies understand what those opportunities are, from tenders happening throughout China to trade delegations and various other opportunities that help provide more information on what the market opportunity is.